Merry Christmas. Oh, no. It's not there. Not there yet. Welcome back to another App Nation Fun Friday night with hockey coach, goal coach, Frenchies directly for beautiful country at Thailand. One amazing, great Friday, December 7th, 2023. Hopefully, you have an amazing, great week. This is complete, is over. You have to prepare your last weekend before Christmas. Are you ready? 6 game in NHL at that moment. Crazy game in Carolina. 5-4 for the Carolina Hurricane over the Nashville Predator. And the New York Rangers 3-1 again at Ducks. The Islanders lead 1-0. They just disallowed the second goal of Romanov tonight. The Senators lead 2-0. Now they are only lead by a score, by a point, by one goal, 3-2. And they have 2 other games in NHL for tonight. 13 game in the program tomorrow. And we're going to have all your prediction of the night about that. And then what's happening? We have a few people in the chat tonight. Welcome in the show. Thanks to be with us. Randy Walkman is in the house tonight. Emeric knock the door. Alexis Parent, il est de retour avec nous ce soir. Ça va très bien. J'espère que tout va bien, mon ami Alexis. ENORTAP, the co-host of the show, of the weekly recap, will be back Sunday night, is with us tonight. Knock the door. Alain Vaillancourt, directly for Kentucky with Iran. Il est de retour avec nous ce soir. Welcome back, Mr. Allen. And then we have a conversation here. Xhekaj with all the information already, the update, the score, what's going on left and right. Thanks again, RJ from New Jersey. And then we have Abination knock the door tonight. Thanks to be with us. William McClary is with us directly from Ontario. Wait for the snow. Maybe, who knows? And then we have RDP, Newfoundland, RDP, the Buffalo Sabres is with us tonight. Thanks to be with the Hockey Nation show. Jake McEnway is now. Can I believe it? Canada beat the NHL team 7-2 last night. Happening about this. Crazy game last night, 7-4. Again, the Edmonton Oilers last night. It was another Christmas time for Skinner last night. I watched the game. It was not very good overall. Xhekaj 3-2 after the second period. Thanks so much. Darrell knocked the door tonight. Darrell, thanks to be with us. And do we have anybody else? Everybody looking great here. Thanks to be with us. Hopefully an amazing, great day, like I mentioned to you. We're going to talk about some things. It's going to be a little bit a quick show tonight. I know it's holidays. People have parties and left and right, and people are a bit worried. Wait for the game for tomorrow night. But what we got on the subject tonight, guys, is who is the first to leave the Montreal Canadiens? Sean Monahan, Jake Allen, David Savard, Tanner Pearson, Jake Evans. Which one it could leave Montreal Canadiens, or many of them, honestly, at the end of the night. We'll see if it's happened there. And the Islanders take the lead 2-0 against the Boston Bruins. Really good play, 2-1, and then to become a breakaway. We'll see who Montreal could trade first. Already have a trade today, Thomas Tatar from the Colorado to Seattle Kraken for the 5th round pick happening. If you follow my thread, my App Nation and then channel on French and the one here, Hockey Nation, a new role for Xhekaj. I'm going to talk about this tonight also. We should put Xhekaj as a forward. That will be another video you can watch, but we're going to talk about this tonight. And then there's a App Nation video channel we got in French now. The très bon duo between Juraj Slavkovsky and Cole Caulfield. I show some kind of analytic avancé NHL about the duo together. Maybe not on the score sheet, but if you look about analytic, they have a really good number for Slavkovsky. And then finally, if you follow my other channel, the Frenchie and Thailand, I did a video about the World Cup water jet. I was there the last couple of days. I just, popped some kind of great video about that, what's going on, a little bit more active on this channel. Anyhow, this is what we got tonight. briefly. Of course, at the end of the show, we do the French quiz, and then we're going to talk about the NHL prediction Saturday. Whoa, the jail is full tonight. Someone returned at the jail again this week, and then we have only one great big winner of the week for the prediction. Overall was pretty good. So we'll see what is the leaderboard. Stay tuned until the end of the show. Give me your prediction of the week. Mr. Bob, welcome back, Mr. Bob. We'll not see you the last couple of days. Mr. Bob, hopefully you're doing well. Glad to having you aboard. Always a pleasure to have you aboard around. Gary Cournoyer knocked the door. Gary Cournoyer, our friend Gary Cournoyer, complete finish his week as a UPS shot finisher at this game. Is it not crazy, that game, Randy? It was all dominate, but again, the Islanders just missed an empty net, guys. Wow. Interesting that. Imagine he did hammer that goal. That would be the end, I believe, on the shot and done. Imagine that for the anyhow. Boston could respond now on the power play. And that's all. That's what happening. You miss a goal on the one side, and Boston come back and cut the lead. Wow. By the way, Varlamov is out for an injury happening. Could have a 2 or 3 gone on the just before March 8th. Could have up to 3-3. Yeah, I agree with you and William about that. Arber should be a water boy. Get the towels for hibernation. I think so, and after, but who knows? Alan, I like this idea make Xhekaj as a winger. Roger Delaney is in the house tonight. Roger, thanks to be with our Canadiens show. Always a pleasure to have you aboard. Salut, coach. Salut, mon Franco de Saint-Léonard. And all the other question, as the French channel called, what's the channel? It's called the Ad Nation Live. So we have the Hockey Nation Live, and now this one's called the Ad Nation Live. We do, at the beginning it was English, and then I turn around to be French. I make short video. I'll maybe create some kind of live streaming or recording with comments with Marco, but it's just to, try something new over there, Franco. Thanks, coach. I've been a little bit busy. Wednesday is a pool league night for me, so I cannot be here Thursday night. No problem, Bob. It's just what, we remember the people around here. Sipping Opticos, Gold Pipe, the Bruins, what is Sipping Minor about that, and I'll tap RDS. I don't see Marco, I don't see Savard been moved unless the price is right high for Marco Larrabee for David Savard. Sharks from Nashville isn't that. We have a trade to the Sharks occur. Jack Stadnica. First round pick. I believe he was the one of the 3 with Jake DeBrusk that year. About that, you're absolutely right about this. A 5th round pick for him. We know Thomas Tatar got traded today also. Tony Reardon is in the house tonight. Tony, thanks to be with our Canadian show. Coach, you forgot to do that. Yes, I know. Nation Fun Friday night. That's what we got tonight. Tony Reardon is in the house tonight. Question from Gary Cournoyer. Friday night, guys, we don't have a plan. We don't have a template. Any question you have right now, I'm just read what you got in the chat, and I'll go through different subject about that. It's more like a fun Friday night, so we don't, what happened Friday night. Everybody relax and they just enjoy. That's what we do here the Friday night. We shouldn't have to not do it every Friday night, but I like the fact that we can hanging together for 1 hour and to have a good time together. And then talking about the game Montreal Canadiens. So tomorrow again, the Islanders. So we'll see what happening. Coach, again, we're going to coach. Xhekaj is a perfect third pairing defenseman. The real competition. Who can we make the top 4 men like Stubble or the top material over there? The problem, Gary, is we can go there. It's not a problem talking about Xhekaj. But the problem with Xhekaj, guys, we are full the players in the lineup as a left defenseman. If you took Xhekaj there, you put him as the right, as the left wing defenseman. You have to trade Lennartson, Caden Cooley, Angstrom. Which one of them? I don't know. You cannot keep Harris. You cannot keep Strobel. You cannot keep Mike Madison. You cannot keep William Trudeau. And they have other left defensemen at the behind that. So for me, because it's a jam and the Montreal Canadiens third pairing defenseman, why not to take him when we don't have anybody as a forward play at the same level like Xhekaj, big forechecker, a big guy can hit behind the goal line. Imagine Xhekaj at full speeds coming to you behind the goal line. You have a good hands. He can score. He can be in the traffic in front of the net. Try to move Xhekaj at 6'4". We don't have those kind of players, unfortunately, with Montreal. So for me, you take a big problem, well, not a problem, but you take a problem with Xhekaj right now, and you put him as a forward. You just fill up a spot we don't have in the lineup. If we had like 10 Xhekaj forward, I can understand that. We are small. Philippe Mazar, Sean Farrell, Riley Kidney, Joshua Roy. Those guys is only 6 foot 5'11". This is what we got as forward. Yes, Eneman, 6'1". But we don't have anything big. Plus, as a forward, we don't have anything with forechecker, like physical, right? We don't have those kind of, like, Josh Anderson is the only one we got as a forward, can hit constantly. Like he can really make his friend on the offensive zone. On the flip side, that's a problem for me. So I can understand Gary is a third pairing, but you're going to sacrifice a defenseman to have the possibility to have that we don't have. Do you take Michael Pesada or you take Xhekaj as a forward? Do you think the people would like to fight with Pesada, or do you think Xhekaj have a bigger impact at the end? Again, for me, this is what I'm thinking about this. That was the purpose of the video yesterday, and I think that will fill up. That will just make everything good. Montreal Canadiens have at least 7 defensemen, only left defensemen. We don't talk about yet on the right defenseman. Savard, Kovacevic, Mailloux, possible. Rebacker, possible. We have Lindstrom. That's 5 right there. So if you think about that, that's the reason I think Montreal should, and they have to bring Xhekaj forward. I think this is what I think this will be the great move for everyone. About this, the plug show is here. The glue of the show. Why not? I don't carry in backup, Marco. Mention that, Bob. I'm glad you are coming around to my idea about Xhekaj forward. Only took me a year to convince you, Marco, about that one over there. Yeah, the circumstance turned around to be that way, Marco. The fact, like I just mentioned, everything to you and for everybody about that. Savard as the Boston Bruins guys 2-2. Savard has a controllable contract for an extra year. Might be appealing to a contender. I think if you are a team want to make the play, they are in the playoff. A team want to go deep in the playoff. A defenseman third pairing can give you 16 minutes, 17 minutes with the PK, right? That's the kind of you can get with Savard. So I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, not Colorado don't need that kind of players, right? Maybe Vancouver. Vancouver could add a Savard third pairing. Now, so you have no money. I understand that. We don't talk about salary cap right now. Lesson Kings. Do you use Spence in the playoff or you use Savard? That's a great question to get there, right? Toronto will use Savard for sure. then so we have different team in NHL who would like to get Savard. We just need to go a little bit. I think a team like Dallas, their third pairing last year, it was Henley, Esley, and Henley. About that, two young defensemen, but not much physical behind and not protection, right? So that's the kind of player could be trade. Now that would make a big hole for the Montreal Canadiens on that side because they don't have enough depth on that right defenseman, Montreal Canadiens, and what Savard bring, that's pretty good overall for what Montreal on the transition. But good point about this one. Why is Arthur and Xhekaj sitting on the bed with them? I don't know. I did not press him. Grading and salutation. Nicholas back in the house tonight. I played one of the game 2 years. They have 621 goal. Their last Bob, coach. What were your thoughts on the Greg Berube getting fired from the Blues? It sounds like he has a loss of player and something happening with the players. Jordan Kiro. Yeah, it's a social media, right? Not only you have a pressure, but the social media is could be really bad if you read everything around that part of there. Berube started last year, just before they trade Tarasenko, Randall Raleigh, and everything, all those kind of players like that. And Berube is an old school coach like Tortorella, everything like that. He's really demanding for the players, and for him, he has some kind of bad relationship, communication with Kiru, Thomas, Jake Neighbor, and that could be other players behind that. And that's, he's hanking that team with what they have. Berube is a good coach at the end of the day. But if you are not a strong, like a guy like Tkachuk players, I don't think so. He would love to play for Berube. A Brady Tkachuk example, right? But a player may be more sensible, a little bit more like Kiru struggled. Kiru cried today because he got boo, he got something with a fence, and it was, that way. It's NHL, but that's another subject for another time. But for me, you have to look a little bit higher. Doug Armstrong, great job, many years over there. I know what he accomplished, and we won the Stanley Cup. But if you look after that, the Tony Crook UFA, the Justin Falk trade, the let go Alex Pietrangelo, the decision to give a big contract to Jordan Bennington, and I can go all the way like that. Again, it's not easy in winning in NHL. I can understand that, but I think you cannot give full responsibility only at the coach. You have to look about other what's going on around. Now, when you lose the locker room or the message does not pass anymore, it's harder for the coach, for sure. So, this is the situation with the St. Louis Blues, Bob, for my opinion. Gavard can fight. They should trade Strobel, goalie, and Madison so he can play power play number one. Now, I'm not saying a team won't be interested. Just think I'd ask a lot for him because he's more available as a big brother. No need to do is to put him as a winger and a tap. 4-2 Ottawa. Yep, sorry about that. Angstrom, Hudson, Madison, Strobel are not a third pairing defenseman, Gary. Yeah, they have to get there, Gary. Because you cannot put everybody on the first line. A guy like Strobel can be a really good third pairing over there. If you have Madison, Hudson, and Angstrom third pairing, that will give you a solid line at the third pairing over there. I think that's the reason behind that, Gary. So that Montreal would be better. I would be like, if you look about that, Angstrom, Hudson, Madison, Strobel, Xhekaj, you have no spot there. You have no spot. You have no room for him. No room for him, unfortunately. That's the reality behind that. Now, Madison, maybe they're going to get traded at some point until they figure out who can carry on the team. And right now, they don't have anybody. the 30-minute per game, the 28-minute per game, the 26-minute per game. Yeah, what, 20 point right now at the standing or something like that. That would be the problem. Question: what do the players like Pesada feel when the add move Wi-Fi to forward position? Nathan, every day, player like Pesada fight for keep their job in NHL. He's not the only one. 33%, maybe more, and NHL, they only try to keep their job every day. So it's not another players. It's not Xhekaj. It could be Joshua Roy. So that's not make the rest of the team worse or thinking for the players. Oh my God, Xhekaj. No, I can tell you that. Caulfield to see Xhekaj as a forward, something happened on the ice. I think he would be very happy about that. So yeah, balance about that is a bottom six. I think it's Xhekaj for me, I see a Kozar. I see a Matt Martin. I see a Maroon. I see a guy bring physicality, intensity, energy. Does a lot of things, Xhekaj, like nobody does as a forward. And in the transformation or the transition from defenseman to forward, it's easy about system-wise. It's not like you lost a defenseman. You have to box plus one. You have to get all the defense system, man-to-man, everything. Forward, guys, you have 2 places to go in the defensive zone. Check your pointer at the point and go in front of the net if we have a swarm in the corner. It's not like complicated. An offensive zone, not complicated. For check and go get win the battle in the corner and go retrieve the puck in the corner. It's not like you need to be very smart to understand to be a forward. So, for me, he's a good skater. Amen. For me, it's no-brainer. No-brainer for me. They don't have those kind of players, Montreal. Mr. Andy back in the jail. Mr. Andy was at the jail last week. For him. Hopefully he's doing well. Hopefully everything is clean up and prepare for the new people who's going to get there this week. Mr. AK, thanks to be with us. Going also, but when the player is on demand as entertaining that is priced right, could be Madison if not Sabah. Well, Pesada lead the NHL and hit per minute play, but Xhekaj higher sitting. I'm trying to argue with putting Jabber up on the win and gave us more size. Grace from the Bob, you nailed it. Absolutely about that. For that, Lenders 2-2, William. Mark D in the house. Hel Pasta, Go Brown 2-2. Jake McEnway, Franco. Question: how many teams have put a defenseman a forward position in the past? I don't know how many of them, right? We have some different players. They go like big F. Wendell Clark is another one. Nicolas Delaurier is another one. I'm sure there are more. But, the name come on my head right away there. And I'm sure people in the chat can mention other name. But I think the situation gave the Montreal Canadiens that situation. They do that there. Hope all is well. Who is your pick for executive of the year? So far, I would say Alvin for the Vancouver Canucks for Marco. This is a great pick over there. Vancouver Canucks is a great pick for sure. With all the, not the bad things, but all the drama happening during the summer, I think we have to look about the Winnipeg Jets, the trade for Pierre-Luc Dubois, the new contract for Hellebuck, the new contract for Max Sheffley, the Neither Reader trade. He set a team at the Rick Bonus image. So Winnipeg Jet could be another one for me on that right now. Daniel Brière. We have to wait for that. Um, otherwise, I don't see really other. Uh, can we go with Rod Blake? I don't know. What do you think about the Sun Kings? Um, but you know, great question, by the way. Happens sometimes. Several example to players. Hello, Willie, Marco, Gary Lehman, and Dustin. Hey, Gary Lehman. That's a great one. Gary Lehman. Remember Gary Lehman? He make me win a fantasy hockey year. Gary Lehman, and then Doug Gilmore. This is 1980s. Wow. The guy could be like a young Milan Lucic. Oh, that's not a bad idea too. I don't know if he can play offensively like that, but yeah, 4-3 now for Ottawa. A lot of goal tonight, left and right there. I think DeBurn and Burns was and it go Brad Burns another one for that one. The move Lehman up because he could score, and well, because he was with Brunes played third following Burns a power play goal. Yeah, Randy. GSM, welcome back in the house, GSM. Hopefully doing well. Xhekaj, his agent will request a trade demand at the trade if they had tried to make him a forward. Chicago, for example, will want a third pairing defenseman to protect a better. Now, if I follow GSM, what do you do with Xhekaj? You have no spot with the Montreal Canadiens right now. I don't. I apologize, guys, but I don't see Xhekaj right now over Strobel, Cooley, and Madison. So what do you do, GSM? Do you think Xhekaj, his agent, have leverage to ask a Montreal Canadiens, hey, trade me. If you let me a Laval Rocket or and not put me on the roster, trade me. Do you think GSM Xhekaj would be happy to be forward to be in the lineup with Montreal, or to be as a defenseman with Laval Rocket? It's just fun opinion we have right now, and that's what we got. The show is to sharing our opinion about that. No harder to go forward to defenseman. If the ad won a trade for a star forward, Cooley would be in the deal for sure. They will maybe request this part, Gary. It depends the team. It depends what they're looking for. If you think, I don't know, like I'll just give you an idea. Arizona Coyotes, maybe looking for Cooley. Maybe another team going to give a player because they are stuck with a salary cap, and they will maybe request the first round pick for the Montreal Canadiens. The trade like Kevin Fiala, right? Something like that, Gary. Nicholas said about Berube, Kiro, whatever, but is not Kiro highest pay on the St. Louis Blues. He's approximately Nicholas highest with Robert Thomas. I think they have the same kind of number. I could be wrong, Nicholas, but you're absolutely right about that. I think the Star could use Monahan. They could use this, Randy, but when you have Tyler Seguin, third line, Jimmy Benn, now, if I follow your point of view, you can now use Monahan as a winger. They have Matt Duchene. I think the biggest problem for me, the Dallas Star, is more the defenseman. I think they need more experienced defensemen on both sides. I think that would be what I would expect the Dallas Star looking for at some point. But great point about this. Great Great point, Randy, to mention that. Roy from Bangkok is in the house tonight. Thanks to be with our Canadian Live show. What we got here? That will probably ease Hudson and slowly if he make the team next year. Yeah, we'll see if he can make the team. I'm not guaranteed. I think for me, at least an exception. I think a 1 year in Laval for Lane Hudson, that would be perfectly good. Now, they did not never do that with Jordan Harris, right? They did with Jaden Strobel. But, next year will tell us exactly about this. I have a question for next year in the show, the next couple of minutes. I can understand why fans like him. What I don't understand is the desire to thank a rebuild for a guy who can only fight Abination. I'll be disagree with you, Abination. I think he bring, he have a quality, have a skill. He's talented, but you need to improve, like any other players for the Montreal Canadiens at young age. So for me, he bring a dimension of the inside the game we don't have in the lineup for the Montreal Canadiens. Whatever Kovacevic, 6'4", Josh Anderson, 6'3", Pesada like to, no one is the same level like Xhekaj for the physicality and for the fighting. I understand we don't fight a lot, but just his presence, his karma, inside around on the ice, make other team players to calm down a little bit more when Xhekaj is on the ice. That's the reality behind that. But we don't have those kind of players like in the lineup for the Montreal, and we don't have those kind of players in the HABS prospect. Like Gary said, is a perfect third pairing. I see exactly. I understand Gary completely. A Luke Shine, a Kudos, but more fighter, more stronger, right? But with all the players we have on the left defenseman, can we open a spot for Xhekaj over Engstrom, Strobel, Harris, Trudeau? Because I keep Madison and Hudson. Now, what we do with Cooley, this is the reason, Gary, behind that. But completely agree with you. The defenseman need to want to play as a forward. If he knows other team want him as a defenseman, he will want to play there. Yeah, but GSM, I can understand your point of view, but the player don't have no leverage. We have to accept and do what the team looking for him. Coach, remember Tortorella talking about Flowers? One he heard said the room was the biggest problem. Well, Laura and the 3 spot right now. The Jet getting rid of the nameless to the New York Jets room better. Great with you about that, William. Sometimes you have the talent, sometimes you have the skill, but sometimes you have no chemistry. And one thing we have to give credit for the Montreal Canadiens, they are really unit together. Martin St. Louis bring that team with enthusiasm, with fun, and they like to hanging all together. Go in the locker room, I'm telling you right now, look, every press conference, every time the players talking under the mic, they like the locker room in Montreal Canadiens. You're absolutely right, William. Team need to have right there. This is the heart, is the locker room. Remember, everybody retire in hockey, whatever you play 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. They always said, I'm going to miss the friendship, the locker room. Not the smell, but is friendship, relationship. This is what it's all about. It's really important to have a locker room. I believe this thought right there. This is the foundation of your good team, is the locker room. Mike Hoffman last year, that's a bad apple. Negative, PT, it's about high, and it's called about TOI. time management on the ice, the power play spot, no power play spot, unit one, number two, those kind of character players, you don't want it. We know for many years, everybody was said Mark Sheffley and Blake Wheeler, the relationship with Patrick Laney. That was the biggest drama behind the scene. I never know that on, you know what I mean? I never been there, but that was the people said. Is it Blake Wheeler? People was blame Mike Sheffley since Wheeler is out. It looked like the locker room. I don't blame Blake Wheeler, but those kind of stuff like that, William, happen many teams. And they have to find that kind of stabilize everything inside the locker room. You try to find who is the bad apple here. And it's not work, whoever it is, you have to trade that players for sure. Run with Kings. He's on the house tonight too. I miss Run with Kings. Here we go. Run with King from Utah. He's on the house tonight. Thanks to be with us. Hopefully, you have an amazing, great week. I'm sure if you ask a Xhekaj, he will play in an instant and defend again. It will say yes. That's my point behind that. I don't give up on Xhekaj. Is called development. Oh, I don't. Again and again, I don't give up Allow and Xhekaj. Allow. And people say you don't like Xhekaj. No, it's not because I don't like. It's just I saw at the beginning last year his weaknesses, right? Now he's a Laval Rocket to develop that. And I gave another option for the Montreal Canadiens. I know said they have to do it. That's I'm sitting Thailand right now. That's the reason I'm sitting Thailand because they are, I cannot change can use mine. But for me, if I have the template in front of me, that would be something I would really consider. Really consider. But you're absolutely right, Gary. You cannot give up. Xhekaj and Anderson on the wing could be interesting. Experiment for heavy for checking line. Never know. But that's the point behind that. For three Senator, Forsberg struggling. Imagine a line of the brother Wi-Fi and Mazar. Interesting about that. People said Luke Talk. Luke Talk played with Boston University, 22 years old, maybe 23 now this year. Play 5 years at NCAA. Have a good year this year, but this is his 5th year in NCAA. I'm a bit concerned about him. But it's a kind of forward who he was drafted by Montreal again, by Marc Bergevin in the Timmins, second round, where they was expecting him to be that kind of players. I think a player you have to watch for the Flyers is Gauthier. That kind of players you would like to get. Gauthier, really big forward. We can talk about Gauthier a bit later. Bob, yeah, Alvin has basically retooled his defense on the fly this season. Marco, you're absolutely right, Bob. And it started last year, guys, when they got Philip Ronek from Steve Eiserman. We have to give credit for Alvin. Alvin always been a great assistant GM in the NHL with Pittsburgh Penguins. He really know what he's doing. But Alvin, guy, he's a bit butthead. But you have to give credit. He really did a good job about that. And then now, with the maybe lose Tyler Myers next year, $6.5 million. I was one of them. I was expecting Vancouver clean up the house this summer. Look about that 6 months ago. Everybody wanted to trade Brock Bowser. And now look what he looked like. The key for me last year, Vancouver, is when they hired Rick Duquette. Duquette bring that kind inside the locker room. Can see a couple of weeks ago, like 2 weeks and last week, Kuzmenko struggling under Duquette because Duquette does not like play cheat. Duquette have only one way, is to work, and follow the plan, follow the system. So no matter you 20 goals in NHL, but you cannot cheat on defensive zone. You have to play at 200 feet players. And Duquette's success right now does not bother any player because Kuzmenko is struggling right now. Kuzmenko? I think it's Kuzmenko. Scored 2 goals the last couple of games after he got that kind of, bad conversation with the coach. But again, Duquette make a good stuff for them. Mayfield may be out for 4 to 6 weeks for Islanders. Varlamov got hurt tonight too. We'll see. Patrick Lenny is out for 6 weeks, talking about him. Not sure Dubois is really earning his salary at LA. Now, Marco, I don't want to defend Pierre-Luc Dubois, right? But play third line, Marco. Sometime you have to stabilize your role. That costs them a bit higher. They will have maybe to get $6 million as center, third line, compared to Dubois. But this is a preparation, Marco, a long term. One Capital is going to be out next year, 2 years, 3 years, I don't know. But I think for them is to get that. That cost them the $8 million. That's cost them a Villardo, a Villarde, a Yafalo. I always remember, if you make a trade like that, and that would bring a Stanley Cup, or a top 4 contender 2 times in the next 4 years, that trade and the value of Dubois would be valuable for the Kings, in my opinion. But you're right. $8 million, not many $8 million carry on out the third line for sure. I like that. It's good conversation, guys, we got tonight. Thanks so much. Again, Friday night, it's all about the gem of year. It's really not easy. A result based on the current year, but really it took them many years to build that Goris. Yeah, I agree with you about that. Now, Bo Orvat looked like hurt. It's not Bo Orvat. Xhekaj, I believe. I'm not sure. Anyhow, Mr. Richard, Claude Richard is in the house tonight. Welcome in the house. He's getting paid. He's on it. 3-1 the Rangers. Thanks so much for that one there. Yeah. Boston USA, Hudson, and Celebrity play Boston College. Jacob Fuller, William, you're absolutely about that. All 3 is going to be at the World Junior Championship. Mr. Willie Snyder, hopefully doing well. I say out of the jail tonight, Willie Snyder. Yeah, you're not in the jail. Someone in the chat are going to be in the jail. Maybe 2 of them. I'm not going to tell you who they are yet. Wissam, his agent already asked for a contract. That's the reason I was down there. At the end, here we go. That is for 3. Xhekaj is after the season. He has the same leverage as the Kokanemi had, and he left Montreal. So think about this, GSM. All right, which team are going to give a contract at Xhekaj at $6 million? Just think that way, Xhekaj, GSM. Which team in the NHL right now with a salary cap and to maybe use him as a third pairing and look like he's not ready yet to play in NHL are going to give him a $6.1 million? I just want to tell me which team. I don't want to put you in the bad situation. I just want to share it with you. Just give you another paired opinion about that. If they offer him, I don't know, 4 years at $2.5 million, Montreal is going to match up that. Right? So, if you go higher, Montreal Canadiens get a first-round pick at $6 million and a third-round pick. Do you make the trade? First-round pick, third-round pick for Xhekaj? I don't know. I just question you. How about that? Good with Arber, Kiro. KK was on the first sheet. Kiro, link to 2018 would stay away same for the Thomas A. Carter Hart. Yeah, good point, Mark. I think those kind of situation could be a problem. Now, Kel McCarr, what do you do? Islanders, guys, this is what Montreal need to learn about that. Another goal, guys, over straight in the middle. Both of that score, by the way. Decide to forget about the suspension for the 5 players and decide to silence everyone about 20-old junior. Chicago has more cap space if they want Xhekaj to offer him a deal Hughes would not want to match. But how much GSM? Just give me an idea, GSM. Chicago, because you really want to Xhekaj go to Chicago. How much money do you think Chicago going to offer to Xhekaj? I'm just curious. I would like to hear from you. Give me how much money Chicago make an offer sheet for Xhekaj. I think the Habs have the potential to have many top pairing defensemen coming up. You cannot keep all of them, Gary. I'm sure a couple would be valuable trading. Check for other for sure. I don't agree, Coach. He seems to be all about type players without the skill to back up. All he does is fight his ability on the line. Hudson won't leave college after this season. If he failed, the odds to making the AB are less of 75%. Why he would want to leave college for Laval? Because that's the process to do it, GSM. Now, let's move on to 2025. He's going to be back again at Laval, no? So for me, overall, GSM is going to be, do you think to have a college or to make $80,000 more and to have a chance to be a professional to play a third year in the Boston University? I don't think so. We'll see. Listening to Martin St. Louis, it sounds like he think Olanen play without the puck, need to get much better to play in the top six. Agree, Coach. Definitely. For me, if I was Martin St. Louis, not Martin St. Louis, if I want Montreal Canadiens now, look the third line for Montreal Canadiens. Monahan, Gallagher, and Mr. X. It been Tanner Pearson. It was Armia. So for me, I will give the spot at Jesse Olenen and just go there. Just give him minutes. Don't let play 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 9 minutes per game. Like right now, Coley struggled. Like he struggled bad. Coley. From +7 is now minus. Right? He really have a very bad stretch for the last 13 games. He played 20 minutes, 21 minutes, 19 minutes. Strubble played 13 minutes. Why not to give more time to Strubble? Why not to taste him? Why not to give him some more minutes at fun opportunities? But for Martin St. Louis, it's about winning. Whatever you tell me, guys, about progression, Martin St. Louis, him, it's about winning. Winning first, and then if we're not in the game, let's play the young kids. But that's the situation about that. But all in all, that's one thing he need to improve for sure. Top 6, I don't see that. I think for me, do exactly what what you did with Sarkowski last year. Give him 10 minutes, 11 minutes per game. Third line. Power play number 2. That will be the route or the template of Olenin this year. You have to test him. You have to test to see. You're going to get him again next year to find out again. He's not a guy for line, in my opinion. Boston State, Hudson, Alexandre play Boston College, Jacob on the July 23-24 game with TSN. And Canada, they are one of the two other and pair-wise for the final 16. I agree with you, William, about that. GSM, 1% going pro after his college postseason. And Remnev, coach, an hockey inside out, they were talking about the power play at BK, and the conclusion was that the Habs should hire a power play coach, a PK coach, Carbo for PK. What? They're starting to in NHL, right? NHL, the last 10 years. Now they have they have power skating coach, specialist. They have a development coach, Montreal Canadiens with Alan Nicolas. They have second line coach now, shooting coach now, and now they have to have a power play on the PK. And the reason they have an assistant coach like Burroughs, Litoski, Mike Yo, Martin Gilina, where they are assistant coach forward or beside the coach, the head coach. They are the people in charge of the power play of PK. In my opinion, what is missing for the Montreal Canadiens is the personnel of the players. If you bring Guy Carbonneau, right? I'm okay with that. But that would make Nick Ski better on the ice? I don't think so. Now, the system can change, right? For passive to aggressive, right? If the best PK and NHL, look who they are. Go there in the stat top 5, and most of them are aggressive. They chase the puck. They chase the puck constantly. They move the line constantly. Whatever they see, 1.5 seconds, about 50-50, they go there. And then the next player set up, they go right away to be sure they are not at the bad position. That's the PK. On power play, again, until Madison is there, unfortunately, it's not again Madison. Until they don't find a great quarterback, they get a great left shoulder, a good bumper, a guy can play in front of the net, whatever you want to call it. They're missing, honestly, 2, maybe 3 players on the power play. On the PK, you play PK most of the time with Madison. And after that, you have Cooley. So you have Madison should not be on power on the PK. And then you have a Cooley at 21 years old play in NHL. Again, personal. For me, it's about personal. It's about, when I've said players, the personal players. They have to find better players to go those kind of on the specialty. But I'm not against that about this. And Rabinaf. C'est qui, Marco? Chicago is not only hope to get rid of Armia, Josh Anderson, Savard Allen, and Gallagher, Mark. They were rack. That's Coach, how fast do you have to move? How fast do they move with Hudson? They're going to give him a chance at the end of the year. I think you will have to insert him next season with the Montreal Canadiens because they don't have a player like Hudson. They don't. Whatever you want to say, they don't. Now is adaptation. Like, people always expect Sean Farrell and, have a better play, a better way. But the Boston tied the game 3-3. But at the end of the night, that's a problem about that. I think for me, because Montreal are solid on the left defenseman, you have Cooley, Madison. Then the third pairing, name it, put a name, and that'll be fine. But all depends how he's going to develop. I want to be upset if he start a Laval. I think it was said that if was not confident. Also, not upside for Hudson to stay at the college next season. I think you're absolutely right about Marco about that. I don't see the reason why he can stay there. Hudson is one of the 60. If he does not play on the first, second pairing, he won't play in NHL. Hudson is too good not to go professional next season. And enough. I've worked hard to hype their prospect, Mark. You sign with the HABS would be awesome. We're saying with the RB until Hudson say his final season college. I would wait for they get excited. All right. If the next rookies that will ease him, he also could be a power play specialist. I don't have the high hope for Hudson after hearing from a few people. I'm just stuck with so many small players. Thank God that the AB did not trade for PSV on pace for a 40-point season, Bob. Maybe a special to him. Watching La Taverne last night, Mark, thank all Graham for the abs, Mark. He's a special and the junior about this. My concern with Hudson, Mark, is his skating. He's very shifty, but foot speed for a small guy need to improve. He's gonna defend NHL. Cole, Doc, and Farrell should be fun. Combination. Is coming from same program as Ecole and Caulfield, to name a few. Hudson would be Quinn Hughes, Clone, and Rabinoff. You get hype and market. Market, make your own opinion. Just because Jean Perron and Billy think the world is ending does not make it so. Some are comparing Hudson to Croc, defenseman, but the Ab fans are hoping for better. Look like the goal is not good for Boston. They don't have Mayfair long ammunition. Green will probably win the RB maker this year, Wim or Celebrini. Jean Perrault is a budding head for Chris Allen. How I'm told that Hudson was picked at 16 overall. There is a reason for that. The reason what behind Mark is was because his size. That's it. That's all. Now, Mark, if you do again the draft pick, the Athletic website put Hudson at 25th, I believe, overall. First round mark. About that, I hope that Shank Bar does, and everyone can make is skeptical. Nalen not be a Brian's bull on the three. Look like Hudson Perrault would be C in the playoff. You're right, and Rabinoff Hudson would be an initial defenseman, add a good one. The question is when. Hudson is not sure. Think, like I said, skating is a sure for me. You don't win cup with those players, Mark. Nashville tie the game. Interesting. 5-1 Rangers, Nicholas GSM. If only Hudson could skate like Crook, it would be exceptional. Hudson, backward skating is particular. Senator and Hawks have no problem moving the brain cap. Too bad I did not move Coffee last year. Yeah, Moverton is in the house. Then finally, Boston score. I have to go. Well, send a pin after my pick. All right, Randy. Xhekaj, Xhekaj like Brent Burns, like trading Joe Thornton. Have a good night, Randy. Dallas is in trouble if Oettinger is injured long term. Maybe they call Montreal. Coach, what it would be the Penguins' strategy? Will they somehow to be buyer at the deadline or be sellers? They cannot score enough, but are getting decent goaltending. Sid is playing. Sid is amazing. Um, Now, Carl Dubas said he will wait a little bit longer to see. It could be both ways. Uh, if you think about the lineup, they don't have a lot of players to sell, right? Buy. They don't have a lot of. They don't have a lot on to give and return. So I think they would like to get maybe another top nine forward. Guys like Sean Mannion there. I know is not speed, but Sean Mannion there that will helping them. I think a defenseman like Saval at the third pairing that will helping them because Joseph playing on the third pairing over there. You know what I mean? I'm just talking because Montreal Canadiens, it could be other players in the NHL. I think the Coyotes are going to sell a lot. They have a contract like Dumba 1 year, Kerfoot. That would be a player like that. Could be something they were looking for at low cost. Now we have Islanders back on power play. Hudson has some of the best edge control I've ever seen, William. Why do you always go to the extreme? Something might play Xhekaj 3.5 to 4 million will use match that full. But why they will pay a guy like Xhekaj a $4 million GSM as your third pairing defenseman? That was shaky. It's just for me. If you pay Xhekaj $4 million, that's going to hurt your salary cap a long term. But maybe they will offer Xhekaj $4 million at GSM. I'm already really in bad spot. I don't think so, Mark. They are rebuilding, Mark. So what do you expect for them? They're just rebuilding. So you have to wait 3 more years, Mark. So they are in the right spot right now. Their focus right now is to drop salary cap and let the player go out for the bad contract. So they are not a batch on the bad spot, Mark. First and third for Xhekaj, I will consider this and Rabinaf. Carl Zubas will want to do something to put the team across the contract expire and the next year. A bad spot, the 31 team. Mark, obviously, you will come with the AV defenseman with all skill and grits. I think Colorado Mark win the Stanley Cup with Kyle McCarr. With AV defenseman Kyle McCarr, skill, with skill and grits. Yes, Yamo, Tata. And now the Islanders score 4-3. Unbelievable. Crazy game. Can I pick? Mark, you are negative. It's unreal. No other GM will be interesting and anything else, at least a dumb trade to in place scenario. I'm really sick. Not Mark. It's rebuilding. Rebuilding is to be patient and to changing the players when the contract is out. Mark, that's it. That's out. And nothing else. During the time you develop players, that's it. It's not changed anything. They finish 26, 25, 23. If the players are progressing and they've tried now after that to move out, Amia, Devorak, Jake Evans, Jake Allen, you know who they are. So at that time, no expectation. No expectation at all. And then develop your players. Mark, that's it. with Chris Collins, but you said no asset. Chicago has more enough cap space to offer a Xhekaj a deal could use maybe not want to match. Do you really build GSM your team with Xhekaj and you line up? GSM, what's the value of Xhekaj and NHL right now? Give me how much, when he's going to sign a new contract with Montreal, how much money he's going to get GSM? I don't know. I see friendly guys about Xhekaj. Xhekaj, a new contract, you cannot get him more at $1.5 million. You can sign him a bridge contract 2 years and see what he look like after that. That's what the money is. So why a team was going to give him $4 million, Mark? Coley and money are the only value asset, marker. Okay, is a third line on the cup team and marker. Yeah, but Mark, it's no more. Mark, you talk about a team, a team win the Stanley Cup, right? But what about the 25 other team in NHL are not a winning team? What do you put Suzuki? Third center? Really? It's like you talk about how many players, like I don't know, like take every team. Let's go with the Arizona Coyotes and put the team they have right now, the Arizona Coyotes, and put them with the, I don't know, Colorado Avalanche, Tampa Bay before. Where those players for the Arizona Coyotes are going to be in the lineup? First line? Which defenseman Arizona Coyotes they have right now going to be on the top 4 mark and the lineup for the Tampa Bay Lightning right now? It's like, this is what the reason people said you're negative. You go extremist about everything. If you right now, you talk with Ken Hughes and you tell him you have only two player good asset. Monahan at 29 years old and you have Kaden Cooley, that's it, that's all. The rest of the team is not good asset. That's why the people look at you and said, why? Why Monahan is a good asset? 15 point and 26 game is a good asset at 29 years old. I don't know. That's strange. Kazuki is a third line center on the cup team. Guy Boucher is a McGill and a graduate of psychology. It's not because Guy Boucher said that you have to believe what said Guy Boucher. You listen Chris Nalan, you listen Jean Perron, you listen Michel Terrien, you listen each one of them, and then you report to us in the chat how they said that. But all of them, only one of them work in NHL. The rest of them all sit at home like you and me right now. They don't have no job in NHL. They are really smart. I think they would be in NHL too. It's just for me, it's like everything they said, you believe like this is the best thing happened to, again, the Montreal Canadiens. Excess asset at defense, the first one pick to move. Hollinen has very fast hands and feet. Let him play more, and we'll see come Egam. You're absolutely right. Hudson would be a very good defenseman in NHL. If Dano better Kuzinski, Dano play on the second line, Pele on the third line. Mark, if you have Philippe Dano, if you have Pierre-Luc Dubois right now, right? What they play with the Boston Bruins? Second line, first line, third line. If you have Pierre-Luc Dubois and you have Philippe Dano, what do you put them with Carolina Hurricane? If you have Pierre-Luc Dubois and you have Pierre-Luc and Philippe Dano, what do you put them with the New York Rangers? If you have Pierre-Luc Dubois and you have Philippe Danault, what do you put them with the Florida Panthers? If you have Pierre-Luc Dubois and you have Philippe Danault, what do you put them with the Tampa Bay Lightnings? Second line, third line. that's that's the point. What? You make me laugh. The AB finished 28 last season, 26 last season. How many players not contributing? They have very promising draft pick, a prospect, but the initial roster is basically pretty. One of the best prospect is this team. Anderson play a close 17 million game. Anderson should be locked up the first line when he belongs. Ski is second line center at 70%. The team and the league is the last of the AB problem. Yeah, I was G too. You are misinterpreting. He maybe have thought it would be this role. Then he would also said he had much higher upside. Yamo agree with not the rest. Would not test Ireland on both third line, second line, or see what happened. Yeah, third line would be the rent one over there. Sound like around. Suzuki has upside. He played with grit. It goes in the action. It does not. It's tough. Could play on the peripheral like his friend Cole. John L. If only Doc, another Boston Bruin guy, tied the game. Oh, I don't know yet, but I look like they did. 4-4. The Nashville Predators come back and they win the game 6-5. Good thing they have not your team Winnipeg playoff is about puck possession. Yeah, he's trying to limit the culture. Right here, a very interesting story on the Ducks broadcast. Leo Carlson has been limited to 2 games per week on the days he's not played on the gym to get stronger. Thought about this? Yeah, it's happening a couple of weeks ago. They decide to go that direction with Leo Carlson to add adjustment about the start tie the game 4-4. To have adjustment about from European to play a lot of game on the short time. And that's what they did right about Leo Carlson. Enemy is a big, it could be the answer combination. I cannot win playoff game if your second line carrier center cannot win face-off. But which center Mark does not win the face-off Mark with the Montreal Canadiens? Give me a center Montreal Mark have under 50% face-off right now in NHL this season, Mark. About that. Marchand, 3-3 Boston. About that. We need to step up, get a room. Winning face-off is important. Puck position is important too. But if a team cannot cover that position time into goal, then it's not matter much. Yeah, I agree with you, Bob, about this. The ski is fine, folks. Let the team and point, and it will continue to grow. What's with the ski dumping again? Come on, time, team, improve. Bruins Marchand, goal turn over 3-2 Islanders. Mr. Nicolas de Gobi-Bono is in the house. Welcome back. Absolutely, GSM leading the same and point does not mean much. Sadly, the man has no dog on him whatsoever. Je viens de voir que Tatar est échangé au Kraken. Yes, he is. Understand. Clement change now. I think he has a potential to be a solid weight center 35 points. Losing control. The Brown tie again. Yeah, they did. Hudson is on the result, cannot compare. GVR. Baxter, welcome back. How is going, coach? I know, buddy. Hope you're doing good. The team are off a bad start. Don't look like we are making up again, yeah. But here we go, Abs go. Baxter, yep, sorry about that. Doing well, hopefully doing well, Baxter. Glad you stopped by. Say hi. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like if you don't mind. That'd be great. Trade Caulfield for who? Won't get a better player in return. A very young team, Alan, John. Maybe Laval struggling because of the prospect pool was overhyped. I thought about this. No, John. And again, it's not an excuse, John, but the fact they don't have goaltender, this is the biggest problem for that. The situation to have no goaltender with experience in the American Hockey League really, really make them struggling overall, John. They would not be at that level, low like that, with a better goaltender. That's maybe the only thing, But again, with a young team like they are, of course, it was expect to be hard for them, but not like that. But I think for me, John, is really the goaltending situation. The Laval won tonight, 4-3, Mr. ENORTAP said. Current second and third line for the AB is Yon. Guanzet on solid. Smith 1 year. Peterson 1 year. All player many a team will want. I'm not sure about Smith. Riley Smith. GSM. I know he did a lot of good years with Florida and Vegas, but I don't think so. For that, it will probably get a second for Caulfield and Isare, a recent jury right now. Monahan probably worth more. It's not about winning the cup, Mark, about Caulfield. It's about his development. It's about what he's going to contribute to Montreal at long term every year. William, coach, you pick Slovakia at Dark Horse last year. Well, I think their team, again, especially with Adam Garjon, Chicago pick this year in the net, could still a game. You thought about that. I think they would be good, but not like the year before that. They're missing David Xhekaj now. Not Xhekaj, but they're missing a couple of players. Sakoski's not there anymore. They will still be there. But with Mazar. But this year, overall, the team are a little bit more balanced for other countries. Sweden a little bit better. Finland is not bad. Canada will be okay, but not great. Team USA is really the team I'm looking for this year. But I don't see the same way like last season. I think they could get 1 win, 2 win because of other country, but I don't see like my dark horse this year yet. I need to look about Sweden. The Sweden team have a lot of experience over there, but I have to check a little bit more their depth behind that, William. I'm going to work on this next weekend. Tuna Settle, Nicolas, oui, tu as bien raison about that. The Star take the lead 5-4, guys, again, the Ottawa Senator. Rebuilding for 30 years. No, Mark, it's not true about that. Rebuilding for 30 years. How many times in 30 years, Mark, they make the playoff? How many times? 5 times? 10 times? How many times they won the division since 1993? How many times they won to the final Stanley Cup? How many times they was the top 4? It's only one team. Toronto Maple Leafs, Mark, how many times they won the Stanley Cup? So they're rebuilding for 60 years? You're going to tell me? Caulfield score and 2021 playoff. I would probably add size around him. It would have media word. I think that's a fair estimate for Zuski. Yep. rebuilding now or since 1993. I have expectations since 1993. Mark already scored the power play a few years. Now you just left Lopinion from French taking ads. Sherrod Emerson Savard was outplayed 3.4 for Chicago. Would like it shows Xhekaj knowing is learn for better next few years as the third pairing defenseman. Yeah, but do you think Xhekaj have a career like Sherrod Edmondson and Savard? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't see Xhekaj guy at $3.5 million. Alan said that Xhekaj de la Fournier will change the dynamic. We are going to make the playoff. I said that next year, Baxter. Here we go. That'd be great, Mark. If Zuski is a third center and the cup winning team, that would give the depth. That'd be really good, Mark. Nothing wrong with that part. Pierre Dubois is a third center. Nothing wrong with that part. GSM said Xhekaj would be returned as a defenseman. Are possible about that, but you have to sacrifice one of them. Cole, Madison, or Strobel, GSM. And what happened with Engstrom and Hudson, GSM? Danny T, welcome in the house. They have a very good team. That will be the Rangers and conference final again, cup final. There you go. That's my point. But they are not moving Caulfield any soon. Why does it matter what another GM will pay for him? I would give Xhekaj $2 million. Yeah, possible. Yeah, but you talk about a final cup team. Like many of them, all they are. Like that's just because the third from ping, right? Like Jimmy Benn, Tyler Seguin, third center. That's just who they are. What do all those radio people have in common? Fire or dump by the app. Does not even really give a about that. No, Baxter. I think Joshua will have to be in Laval. He's struggling a lot in the last 20 game, 15 game. About that, didn't watch the game tonight, but I don't think so. Is there? Caulfield, a good player. Expectation are high to need to help. Cannot do it. Use need to improve the team. Throw the thing again. Yep, I'm sorry about that, GSM. Assembling another ribbon like a COVID time. $54. Irene, Nashville, risk Forsberg, another goal. You're absolutely right, Irene. They come back to get the W tonight, 6-5. We are another time, Boston. Your calendars, guys, 4-4. Still 4 versus 4 right now. And they did not capitalize on 4 versus 3. Willie, coach, did you ever think about bringing back the ab launch? No, the Sunday morning, Willie, we cannot do it. We still Sunday night now. Try to pick up every comments here. I mean, what does it make of me? This was the strongest US system that has entering tournament. Their top 13 player alone that using does not have team. They have a two-side player. They who could agree with you, William, about that. The Team Canada guys to win or have a good tournament. It's all depend on the goaltender, William. Anity. How about this? Nicolas, un jeune de 11 ans, ouais, c'est arrivé à Saint-Eustache, mon homme, malheureusement. But I think Mark Dubois have $8 million too. Justin Framboise, don't forget guys to click on the likes. Are you happy or they said in French tu veux rester sur do you wish add to better this year or all you expect to still have the trouble because of the youngest? No, I'm a little bit more happy. They play better at what my expectation was, Gislain. It's the thing for me was about 73 points. I think they will be at that level. So I don't have nothing wrong with that. It's more like individual players. I would say to you, Gislain, I'm disappointed. I'm talking about Josh Anderson. I thought Cole Caulfield would score more goals. But as a team, they're hanging there. They get 1 point there. They get 1 point there. But progression, I'm a little bit disappointed. And I would say to you, the special team, a little bit disappointed. She's like, great question, by the way. Our stat which the Canadiens they have won the most cups since 1980. Hudson and Frank could still be a second away. They are prospect. Gislain at GSM. No, Danny, I was behind everything. I go 1-1. Mr. 007, Vinny James is in the house. On est rendu haut dans les sujets. On n'a pas bougé beaucoup, Nicolas, pour les sujets. And I tap, agree. Sweden is on the whole team. Expanding my pick to win, and Sweden is great for them. Yeah, I agree with you. William, everything like that. I just tried to read all the comments, guys. Leon Renault, knock the door. Cannot win every year. I have to give other team a chance. Leon Renault. Yeah, I can hear you, my friend. Xhekaj, bro. Talk about another trait. Okay, college hockey and NHL is not the NHL stat. And this league is basically a meaningless. Yeah, but GSM, they have to go to some point, right? You have a lot of players get out of the UCHL and the junior GSM. Now, he said you reflect about, it's not because they make a ton of points at that league, they're going to make a good, solid NHL player. I agree with you. It's about development after that, for sure. Nicholas Soden has a very even holder team, good goaltending. Believe they will emerge from the slide in Canada. I agree with you about that. Wow, what a goal. Charlie Coy. Danny. Was the number 4, 9.5. Back maybe named captain of the team in Canada, GSM. Another tidy game. All right, guys, we go all the way. We hit the 10:30, and another subject to talk about. The Friday, I should not. I was supposed to talking about the World Junior Championship. I would like to talk about the first line, how they're struggling as a unit, 3 players together. We're going to talk about next time. I would like to talk about the defenseman, goaltender at the goal. I would like to talk about the 2024 summertime and what they should do. And then, guys, the Boston Bruins won the game 5-4 against the Islanders tonight. And then I would like to talk about what happening in NHL news. So we're going to move on to the next night, guys, because we have to go to the prediction of the night. The prediction of the night, guys, it's time for to get the what happening last week, guys, and the NHL result of the week, guys. First of all, Peter August have an amazing great week with 8. Danny T is in the chat. Congratulations. You finished second, Danny T, last week. Coach ENORTAP, Willie, Roy, Gary, Luc, Patrick, all with 6. Yamo with 5. Nicola with 5. Ron King with 5. Andy K, Steve G, and Randy Walkman all finished with 3. Not done yet. Now, during the season, guys, Yamo still lead with 49, followed by Coach 47, and after follow at 46 with Willie. And then you have the rest of the people, Roy with 44, 37, all the way to the bottom. Of course, if you don't participate every week, you cannot join with the top of the leaderboard. But I'll just give you an idea what happening about that one over there. So first of all, let's celebrate Peter August, guys. He's going to take a direction of the boss for tonight. He is the only one in the boss. We go. Congratulations, Mr. Peter August. Get that one over there. Great week for Mr. Peter August. Now, on the flip side, the gel. Yeah, the gel, ladies and gentlemen. And for the second time of the weeks, back-to-back, Andy Kuivula return in the gel. Not return, he stay in the gel. Following by his friend Steve G from Colorado. And for the first time of the year from Calgary, he left the building earlier tonight. Randy Walkman, all 3 are going to celebrate for the next 7 days in the jail. And Mr. ENORTAP said to me, Coach, we need to lock up them. Lock. Mr. Andy, Steve, and Randy, all 3 in the house at the jail for the rest of the week. About that. Prediction of the week, we have 13 games in NHL, guys. I'm going to put this on the screen. You can go from the top to the bottom, whatever you want to go there. Don't forget to click to let me know. about that. And that's what we got this week at Washington, Nashville, Dallas, St. Louis, Arizona, Buffalo, Tampa Bay, Calgary, Florida, Edmonton. You can know who they are. I will give you about approximately 3 minutes, guys, for everybody. If you don't mind, that'd be good. If you can give it to me. Ouch, 3-week gel tonight. Yes, about that one over there. Congratulations, Danny, by the way, finished second. Peter August finished first. So that's what we got tonight. Will be interesting. Edmonton, Florida, Panthers tonight, tomorrow, and Florida lost the last two games, by the way. So would be good to see what's going to happen there. Some game are easy, some are not. Here we go. Look, le criminel. Going to a few games myself would be fun, William. That'd be awesome, Nicholas. You're going to enjoy it. Give me your result. Dallas 5-4 with 2 minutes to go to 3 to go. Yeah. Can I get that game somewhere? Maybe I can get it's a Dallas and RDS. There we go. And we got the first one. Nicolas, get that one over there. Thanks so much, Nicolas, for that one. 127, guys. Timeout par le Ottawa Senator. Thanks so much, RJ. Give me your prediction of the week. GSM, I'm going to enjoy the bus. Yes, Mr. GSM and Mr. Peter. Thanks so much, GSM, by the way, for that one. Here we go. You got my choice right there. Not easy, guys. I go with more my heart and not my head for many games this week. Run with Kings. Thanks so much. We're getting there and there more and more. Ottawa tried to tie the game 5-5. 9 goal there. 11 game with Hurricane. 9 with Islanders. 6 in the Rangers. A lot of score tonight. A high score range. High score. Sorry, I'm doing other stuff, but tonight I passed this week. Not a problem, just like. We can give you all the home game if you want to, just like. Patrick Leblanc does this every week, just like, for that. Buffalo, Arizona, ça va aller en overtime. Yeah, possible. We'll wait for an hour. Capstar, here you go. Willie, we got that one over there. Thanks so much, Willie. Wait for a little bit more for about 2 more minutes. Andy, here we go. Andy, thanks so much, Andy. Appreciate a lot. We're getting there. We're getting there, guys. Thanks for all the live we got so far. Luc Laforson gave us his result. Gary Cournoyer gave us his result. We wait for about another 2 minutes, guys, after we go to Friendship Quiz tonight. That will be the end of the show. After that, we'll be back tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. In your calendars, play again in Montreal, Canadiens. Thanks so much, RJ. Nicolas. Game over, guys. The Ottawa Senator, after they lead 2-0, the Dallas Stars come back with a final score of 5-4. Unbelievable. And not looking good, Ottawa. Easy quiz tonight. We have really, well, it's a little bit more like a number tonight. It's like a little bit lucky to get it. But yeah, that's a long 3 minute. Look, I tried to get most of the people here. Look about that. If we have one more, guys, I'll give you 30 seconds, if you don't mind, before I move on. Because right now we have about, we got Nicolas at the beginning. But we have 3 more here. Here we go. Danny T knocked the door. Always easy, exactly. Thank you, Danny. Here we go, guys. We can move on. We can move up to the next thing to do. We're going to go to the quiz tonight. And last week, the winner was Peter August. What a great week for Peter August. Won the quiz, won the boss. And then ENORTAP still winning at 3W this year for ENORTAP. And we have at 2, Randy Walkman, Peter August are at 2, Gary Cournoyeur at 2, and Ron with King are at 2, King of Gamer, and then Andy Cuivilla with Woody Snyder are at 1 for the leaderboard or the friendship quiz this week. And now we're going to go December 15 for that one over there. Thanks so much, RJ. Look at Bay, everything like that. So look like I have everybody on the quiz, everything like that. We're going to move out and see what we'll get for the end of the show. I want the cheese too, Peter. I went out last night. The cheese was okay, but not much. I stay calm. I see my old aged cheese last night. My heart was broken. Anyhow, another subject, another time. Which NHL team has, I'm sorry about that, had the fewest penalty kill opportunities in the last 3 seasons? So honestly, in the last 3 seasons, guys, which team had the less PK in the last 3 seasons? Is it Carolina, San Jose, Nashville, Anaheim, Columbus? So first, they have to not many penalties, and they got only the less power play PK in the last 3 seasons. Carolina, San Jose, Nashville, Anaheim, or Columbus. Good luck, everybody. Question of the night. First one. Thanks so much. And after that, I will send then 20-minute coach. No problem, Roy, about that. Hey, Carolina for Nicolas. Mark with A, Carolina. Gislain go with A. Danny go with E. Vinny go with D. Vinny, we miss you, buddy. Glad to have you aboard. Ron with 20. GSM with C. C. Vinny D. Andy A. Claude A. RJ. Willie C. Luc Lafortune A. A lot of C and a lot of A. Few D. RJ C. Gary B. ENORTAP E. Here we go. We'll give you a little bit. 10 more seconds. Peter August said B. Look, are you the counting? 9, 8, 7. Nicolas double A. About that one over there. Here we go, guys. Question number 1. Are you ready?
Oh my God!
The answer, guy, is A. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a few people. Nick, Mark, Ghislain, Claude Richard, Andy, Luc Lavoisin all scored 1 goal about that one over there. And congratulations on that one to lead by a score of 1 after 1. Great job, everybody. Question number 2 of the night. How many times in the NHL history, a regular season and playoff both together, has a team forced an overtime, won the trail by 5 goals after 2 periods? How many times it's happening in NHL history? 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, or 6 times? Good luck, everybody. All right. We got RG D, Willie C, Danny E, Vinny D, Nicolas A, Claude C, GSM C, Ron D, Gary B, ENORTAP B. Then we have Luc Lavoisin D, Peter Auguste B, Andy Couillevilla B. New York Ranger is one of them. She's like, yeah, absolutely right about that. Great. Mark, go with B. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, time.
Oh my God!
The answer, guys, is B. And with that B, guys, we have Mark take the lead at 2. And then every rest have a good answer at the beginning. Didn't have a good answer at the second time. And now we have Gary Cournoyer in our tap. And then we have Peter Auguste score a goal. And I think I had to put Andy Couillevilla. If I'm right, let me check. Andy Couillevilla is answer. Andy. Said 2. And Andy score his second goal of the game. I apologize, Andy. But I find out this one. So Andy and Mark have 2 and 2 after 2 questions. How many different Canucks players to score 20 goals through the team first 30 games of the season? 5 of them, 6 of them, 7 of them, 8 of them, or 9 of them? Good luck, everybody.
Oh my God!
There we go. Sorry about that. What is the third one? She's like, cannot remember. What do you go with C? RG with B. Thanks so much. Vinny go with D. Vinny is 02. Willie is 02. RJ is 02. And then we have Nicolas C. Claude Richard D. Danny at E. Danny is stuck at E tonight. Gary go with A. Jason with A. Ron, we can go with A. Wait for more people. We're missing Mark. We're missing Andy, ENORTAP, Luc Lavoisin, Peter Auguste. Wait for the people. Club. Here we go. And I tap A. Look at person A. Mark C. Peter August B. And Andy Kuvila D. And that's what we got, guys, on the end of this. Follow me, Parvini.
Oh my God!
And here we go. The answer, guy, is C. 7 players, front player for the Canucks get the 20 gold. And for that one, guys, we have Mark Taylor, 3-3. Follow me by Nicolas de Goubi-Bonneau with 2 now with Andy Kuvila. And anybody else, Willie Snyder, have a good answer on that one, on this congratulations for all the people. We're going to move on. She's saying A was not good enough on that one to get that goal. Now, from the question number 3, we just said I have 7 players, guys, score 20 goals and 30 games. Now, I'm going to give you on this one, which one of that list you have in front of you did not score 20 goals and 30 games for the Canucks, Vancouver Canucks? Darcy Rota, Trevor Lindell, Tony Dandy, Marcus Naslund, and Pavel Bure. Which one of them did not score 20 goals and 30 games in one regular season? Good luck, everybody. Just like 1 and 3. That's all right, just like. Nicolas, suis la logique. On va voir. We have RJ with C. RJ is 03. JSM D. Danny. Oh, Danny, you make a mistake. You click on the wrong on the board, on your keyboard. Nicolas go with D. We go with Willie Snyder with A. Danny with D. Nicolas with D. Look at person with D. When he's somebody with A. Ron with D. Where do you have Claude Richard at A. Vinny at E. We wait for other people. Mark, ENORTAP, Andy, ENORTAP, A. Andy go with B and Peter August go with E. Mark go with A. Gary go with A. Then we got that one, guys. Wow, interesting answer tonight. Gislain go with D.
Oh my God!
Here we go. We have only one good answer. It's Andy Krivula tied the game at 3 with Mark still at 3. It was Trevor Linden. Never have 20 goals and 30 games. Yes, Darcy Rota, it was a player I was new. Many people was thinking about him. And that's happening about that, guys. So the answer, guy, is B. And we have only one. Got it, Andy Kuvila to tie the game. So we have Kubi saying Ken Nicolas de Goubi-Bonneau is the only one can tie the game if he's right and Mark is wrong and Andy is wrong. Here we go. Last one of the night. For the French quiz, Danny, you go from E. Danny, you go from E to D. Can you go to C or he stay at D? Here we go, guys. How many players active have 1,000 points in NHL right now? And NHL, how many players have 1,000 points in NHL right now active? Good luck, everybody. Important question for Mark, Andy, and Nicolas de Goubi-Bonneau. 6 of them, 8 of them, 10 of them, 12 of them, or 14 of them. Just like said at 1 to 4. Danny, go back at E. About that, we'll be interested in what Vinny is going to do now. Danny and Vinny compete for the bottom of the show tonight for the French quiz. RJ go with A. Jace 0-4 tonight. Like GSM. Vinny go with B. Whoa, B. Vinny jump. About that, GSM with A and after with C. Peter go with C. Nicolas with C. Willie Snyder with D. Mark with C. Nicolas go with C. So Mark, if he is right, Nicolas, you cannot win off a slate if he is right. Then Andy go with C. So both of them are C. If they are right, they win. And Nicolas, they are wrong. You cannot win anyway. Claude Richard with B. Ron with B. Vinny. C for Luc Laverson. Gary Conway will go with C. And some people thinking it's C tonight. Will be interesting. If we have any other players that can join, any question about that one there? Let's go right over here. Gislain go with A.
Oh my God!
The answer, guy, is C. And Andy Koivula and Mark D are the winner of the show tonight. Congratulations. With that W, guys, a really great job for Andy and Mark. Not good enough for Nicolas de Gobi-Bono, finished with 3 and 5. And then we have Luc Laverson, Gary Conway, ENORTAP, Peter August, all finished at 2. And Willie Snyder, Claude Richard, Gislain Laframboise are at 1. This is the last leaderboard I got on the answer tonight. If your name is not there, you finish at 0-5. You know who you are. I don't tell you who you are, you did it. But that's what's happening tonight on that one over there. Here we go, guys. That's conclude the show tonight. Hopefully you enjoy it. We'll be back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock p.m. 7 o'clock p.m. The Montreal Canadiens holds the New York Islanders. Montembeault is going to returning between the pipe for the Montreal Canadiens for the second game back-to-back. Very interesting choice. And we'll see how they're going to do tonight. Let's conclude another show tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Don't forget, please, to click on the like before you leave the building. We thanks all the moderators, Run with Kings, ENORTAP, and Danny T. All three was with us. No Luciano tonight. Maybe he is on does the Santa Claus at the mall in Ontario and Toronto at York. We'll see. We're going to hear more about him tomorrow. And then, of course, we want to thank everybody in the chat. Give us likes and back every single night. Without you, be amazed. Would not be good. The same thing. And then, of course, Xhekaj with all the update he gave us tonight. Great conversation in the chat, guys. A lot of people talked. Mark, it was on smoking post tonight. We have 6 games on the program tonight. The Rangers beat the Anaheim Ducks 5-1. The Predator came back to beat the Carolina Hurricanes 6-5. The Boston Bruins came back to beat the Islanders 5-4. The Star came back to beat the Ottawa 5-4. The Canadiens lead 1-0. The Golden Knight and the Baltimore Sabres guys 0-0. That's it. That's all. You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. You have greatness inside of you. You know who you are. What a great night to be with you guys tonight. As I'm grateful, thankful to having you. Prepare your week. And I'm already Saturday morning here. I have one more night to go. And then I will be quiet for the rest until the holidays. I reserve my table at the Christmas party. Until then, guys, we wish you an amazing, great night, sweet dream. And of course, remember, be well, BL, find a way, not only dominate your day, but find a way to dominate the second half of what? Your 2023. An amazing, great night, everybody. The App Nation and the Hockey Nation wants to tell you more things. One more thing. We love you, people. Enjoy the weekend before Christmas. Thanks again, everybody, to be with us tonight.
What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You
Have a good night, everybody. Thank you, look. Thank you, Mark. Danny. Have a good night, Danny. I moved out. I don't know how. Vinny, have a good night. Booyah!